Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Wednesday Night Live. And I'm delighted to be back with you, and I'm so grateful that you would all be kind enough to join me. And for the next couple of hours, as we hoover towards midnight like greased weasel droppings, we're going to have all of the normal fun and games and chat and hilarity and moans and complaints and accusations and God knows what else. And of course, we'll be sharing what we've eaten because, that's a thing, isn't it? And I will be trying to clear my throat and not break any more of my ribs. God, I'm putting on weight because I'm doing nothing. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, that's all going to change. We're going to talk about that. I have news, darlings. I have news. None of it's good, but that's the only kind of news I get these days. But nonetheless, it is news and we can talk about it. Anyway, over the space of the next couple of hours, we are in the company, as always, of our lovely friends, our his and hers matching pair of highly powered hedgehogs of truth, complete with their first one. Two-ton Ted the Tenting Tin and the Netty Petty Caspat are on the windowsill because they're not seeing any action tonight. However, Sean's box will get its regular pounding. We have a tea light that has been lit for your delectation and delight. Oh yes, we've got a knackered old napkin. We've got flowers, we've got water, and we have got you. Oh, what more could any community 19? The average age of it was 19. What more could any community? Tricky chaps' words, aren't they? Yeah, you think you've got the hang of them after 54 years on this earth. Oh, do you know what I told somebody the other day? Right, feature number 1 of tonight's shenanigans. My mind is like a dropped hose, darlings. It writhes around in various directions and changes direction without any warning whatsoever. Right, feature number 1. What was your first word or words? I mean, when you started speaking, when you were very, very... Hang on, have I told you this? I've told somebody lately. Was it you lot? No, I don't think it was. Who was I telling? Right, yeah, no, can't remember. Right, if it was you lot, then prepare to be told again. God almighty, by my bloody memory these days. But yeah, feature number 1, what was your first word or words? And I'll tell you that I was very late to speaking as I was very late to walking. I could read and write before I could walk or talk. True story. And this frustrated my parents because I would crawl around rather than walk, and I would just read rather than talk. Just couldn't be asked. And they got me to walk by moving my books further away, and I became impatient at crawling after them. And this is a true story. My mother finally got me to talk by not giving me my breakfast. And my first words, and I promise you this is true, or at least my mother always swore it was true. My first words were, could I have my breakfast now, please? I love that. I love that. 100% true story. So there you go. That's feature number 1. And we will come up with more features to keep us entertained over the forthcoming 120 minutes or so. But now, darlings, it's time to get to you and your comments. I'll have not a goodly slurp. I'll have a decorous quaff of my moist water. Up yours. Oh, and big shout out to Jen, who I see that Molly the motorhome is parked up in Pride of Place in the Highlands of Scotland, where she will be spending the next week because it's only a break, not a holiday. I mean, what's a week? How can you call a week a holiday? Obviously, very different kind of life to my own. I consider a break to be, well, I don't know, 20 minutes sitting on the toilet reading my favourite road atlas, which after falling over in the bath has become somewhat waterlogged and it still hasn't dried out properly. So that's annoying. Right, first cab off the rank tonight was the one and only Dan, who says 65 minutes to live. Hey, Dan here, first comment. Yeah, first cab off the rank. Well done, you. Also with us tonight, we have Richard, the lovely Boaty Galtieri, the fabulous Stratospherian. Oh, my ice has just detached from the bottom of the glass and raised itself to the top. And that happened live on camera. Don't say that you don't get bloody well entertained during these live streams, darlings. Honestly, I spoil you with this live content. Also with us, Steve Cold, Finley Plimpton, Stew, Peter P. Good evening, Boaty and Soft Furnishings. Oh dear. Oh, Diane is with us, our very own hippie headmistress. You know what to do. Stand up and get on with the rest of it. Who else have we got? Oh, this is exciting. Oh, the lovely Shelley Denise, complete with her brother, Shelley Denephew. Good evening, everyone, says she. Matron is with us. It's very kind of Matron to join us because Matron is either on her hollybobs or having a break, depending on whether she's poor like me or, living the life of luxury like our Jen. And I don't know which, but what I can tell you is that she has been no stranger to wine and bacon fries tonight. So she really is living her best life. I have just received oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. We've got the community portable electronic telephonic device, of course, upon which you could, and some would argue should, leave a voice note, which I will read out during the various intermissions that we'll have tonight. And it's my cousin Helen pinging me. She says, I remember you telling me about being in a restaurant with your mum when you were a kid. She tried to appear a bit posh, and when the waiter came, she kept asking you what you wanted for a sweet. You were confused, and eventually, when you realised what she meant, you shouted at the top of your voice, "Oh, you mean pudding!" Always makes me laugh when I think of that. Yes, that did happen. That did happen. We had a few laughs, didn't we, when we were younger, Helen? Hey, gosh. Oh, who could forget that day at Alton Towers? Anyway, back to the old comment. Oh, let me just yes, I'll just whiz bang that. There we are. Marvelous. Well done. Oh, pardon me. I'm gonna have to go and blow my nose again. My nose is still playing up. I guess it's just gonna be like this for the rest of my life now. Do forgive me, darlings. Do forgive me. Let me blow. For I am snotty, don't you know? I'll unclog my nose in your direction. Enough of that. What are you doing, you silly man? Stu is talking about himself in the third person, as is his wont. Who else have we got? Oh, everybody's saying hello to each other, which is all very lovely. I told you about Matron, didn't I? Getting some wine and bacon fries down the neck. And Matron is living her best life. She is in a Premier Inn in whereabouts unknown. I wonder if she's anywhere near Jen. They could meet up and compare their accommodations. Although, there are advantages to both motorhome and Premier Inn, aren't they? I mean, one major advantage is that if Matron steals something from the Premier Inn, then she's getting something that she can keep for free. Whereas if Jen steals something from the motorhome, she's just stealing her own shit and she's no further forward, really. I suppose she could steal something from somebody else's motorhome, couldn't she? Yeah. That's always a possibility. Keep your eye out, Jen. There's bound to be somebody who sods off to wash up the dishes and leaves their motorhome unlocked, and you can sneak in, have a quick scout around, and help yourself to something or other. So you be sure to do that and let us know what you manage to nick over the space of the next week. And feature number 2, what do you think that? Well, actually, let's set tasks. Uh, let's give matron a task. Come up with an item or items that matron has got to try to steal from her premier inn, and come up with item or items that Jen has got to steal from motorhomes or caravans uh, in the caravan park where she is currently residing in an unknown location in the Highlands of Scotland. And the exact location is being hidden to protect her safety. Although, quite frankly, I'd worry more about the safety of anybody who tried to visit her. Oh, now then, where was I? Mystic Hair, the lovely Andy is with us. Good evening to you. 00 Garage, the fabulous Nigel leaps into our midst, which is always nothing less than a joy, isn't it? CJ is with us. Good evening, Boaty, and everyone on the channel, the chatters and the lurkers. How has your day been? Well, mine's been pants. I can't speak for anybody else. More hills flying around. Jolly good. I'm just making noises now. Finston Churchill is with us. Good evening, Jason and all. How are you, my friend? Was absolutely gutted hearing the King Aussie passed away yesterday. Hope you're okay, mate. I'm reasonably okay. All the appurtenance of gracious living for Boaty, says Richard. Oh, God, yeah. A tea light and some cheap flowers from Lidl. Living the high life, me. Sherry is with us. The lovely Sherry. Oh, I often think about you, Sherry. Hi, why so early? This is the new time for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sherry. This is the new time. Stu, for his tea, had a reduced Tesco Supreme lasagna, and it tasted like a £1 Iceland one. Cairgorn One joins us and says good evening all. Andrew Buttigieg joins us, the lovely Ibis Spotty Butty. And he greets everybody by name because he's like that. I need to cough. Oh, ow, ow. Where's the coughing cushion when you need it? Mr. Lloyd's good lady, says Richard, good lady wife, was involved in a car crash and they were having a dispute with the insurance company also. Well, I hope they have more bloody luck than I have. I've got updates, darlings. I've got updates. Boaty's first word was still bollocks. It wasn't. I didn't start swearing until I was in my 20s. I didn't swear up until then. Oh, we've got food news from Matron. Oh, Steve Hogg says it feels like 11 o'clock. Oh, there's no wine. It's not 11 o'clock. Food news. I can only apologise for that water burp. God, a bloody water burp. It's not worth having a water burp, is it? I mean, if you have a burp, you want it to be a booze burp or a food burp so you can taste what you've just been eating or drinking. Feature number 3, darlings. What's your favourite type of burp? Anyway, back to Matron's food news. Fish and chips in a food place on a beach for lunch. Wine and bacon fries for dinner. And thank you, Matron, for knowing what meals are actually called. Good evening, everyone, says Nick Perry, and a damned fine evening to you, my dear chap. Cairgorn One fancied chips, but he's going to wait until Friday. I always fancied chips. Jen is with us. Oh, the lovely Jen. Hello, live from Molly the motorhome. Well, hello to you both. And Molly was looking damned fine in that picture you posted on your socials. Parked on a grass pitch, I noticed. Interesting. I am yet to park on a grass pitch. I've only ever done hard standing, darlings. Yes, the joys of the grass pitch are still to come for me. But no doubt they will. I'm just going to get the cushion. Now then, I've just thought of a problem or a potential problem. Now, if you watched last night's live stream, you will know that if I don't have a girlfriend by the 1st of September, I'm going to marry my cushion. However, it has occurred to me that I have two identical cushions. So, what if they get mixed up? How am I going to know which one I'm married? That's feature number 4, by the way. Oh, we're doing well with feature tonight, aren't we? Oh my goodness gracious me. You have got no fewer than 4, count them, 4 features to conjure with. God, I really do spoil you. Anyway, good evening, Jen. And don't forget feature number whatever it was, where we have to give Matron and Jen a list of items that they have to purloin from their immediate surroundings. Oh, I should start the ball rolling there, really, unless one of you have done it already in comments. Okay, Matron. Right, let's give you. Well, let's start off with something easy, shall we, Matron? Let's see. What do you get in a Premier Inn room? Right, no, I'll tell you what. I'll make it easy for you, Matron. Others might give you a bigger challenge. Right, Matron, your mission, and you have chosen to accept it, because if you read the small print, you'll find that having joined this live stream, you have agreed to do everything that you're instructed to do on the live stream. And that applies to the rest of you as well. And you, Jen, don't you try and wriggle out of it. Matron, you have to steal salt and pepper pots from the restaurant attached to the Premier Inn. Nice, easy one for you. Just, so they won't notice. They won't notice a couple gone missing. And Jen. Hang on now, let's think. What do people have in caravans and motorhomes that they... Well, I mean, we went food related with Matron, so let's go food related with you, shall we, Jen? Now, what are people likely to have? Let's think. What have I got in my motorhome? Right, let's... Or what somebody like... Right, Jen, nice simple one for you. You have to steal from a motorhome or caravan 1 tin of food, but it can be any food, but it has to be in a tin, but it has to have a ring pull opening. All right. So there you are, ladies. Those are your holiday missions thus far from this community live stream, but there may be more missions to come as other people add their own individual doings. And I like it when people add their own individual doings. Mark Passad is with us. Good evening to you. How lovely. Jen says, hi all, on my phone, so can't do what I usually do. The mind boggles. Should we be grateful for that, Jen? I imagine you mean leave a voice note, don't you? Right, yes, right. Many more hellos flying around. Jimmy Mighty Quinn joins us, greeting everybody by name, as he always does. Kegon 1 is also on his phone, but it's connected to the TV in the living room. Feature number 5, what do you call your front parlour? Is it their sitting room? Is it your living room? Is it your front parlour? What do you call it? Food news from Richard, who is the proud possessor of the purple helmet at the point when he typed this. Dinner tonight. Oh, bastard, he's had steak again. He's always eating steak. Steaks, plural. Dinner tonight was ribeye steaks. I mean, that's taking the piss. I mean, having one is one thing, but plural steaks. And he had them with new potatoes, French green beans, broccoli, chantenay carrot, and a liberal covering of béarnaise sauce. Fabulous. Ian Hully joins us. Happy Wednesday night, lovely people. Happy Wednesday night to you. You won't get arrested for drinking early, says Steve Cold, but I will get very drunk indeed, and that wouldn't be good. I can't remember my first word, says Andrew, but I do remember calling VW Beetles doo-doos. Well, quite right, they are a pile of doo-doo. I hate the VW Beetle. Feature number 12, what cars do you hate? I hate the VW Beetle. Yeah, I do. And many of the people who drive them. Has Helen worked out how to get on the chat? It doesn't look like it, Jim Bob 71. It doesn't look like it. Sherry says to matron, bacon fry. What are you doing that for? I've not asked you to do that. Stop it. Stop it at once.
I won't send it. Let me know if you'd like to send it. Change it or cancel.
Right, my phone is trying to send a message to matron that says, bacon, what are you doing that for? I've not asked you to do that. I'm going to send it. Send. Has that gone? Did that work? Matron, let me know if that message came through to you. I don't know what my phone is doing. I don't really understand how to work them. Sherry, I can answer on matron's behalf. Stop it. Are you mistaking Sherry for Siri? Is that what's happening here? Alexa, Google pornography. Sherry, bacon fries are, well, you're American, so they're chips. We would call them a type of crisp. How do you get to highlight your names in comments? I'm doing this from a phone, by the way. Then you can't. You need to be on a browser, Sherry. Kegon1 had his usual breakfast today, which is a full English. And tonight had a couple of pork chops. Why are you all having multiples of things? You've got too much. Oh, fuck. You've got too much money, damn it. Stop eating multiple meats. Just have one of things. Be poor like me. He had a couple of pork chops with hash brown fries and one of those steamed veg packs. Very nice too. Jimmy Quinn says, my first word was bastard. My mum said my dad's favourite word. Is he blowing his nose on the tea towel? No, I'm not. Nick Petty prefers scampi fries, and so do I. Yes, matron is confirming. Steakold says, I've heard there's only a few sheep left in that field next to you. There's loads. There are loads. They move fields again, and they came into mine about 3 days ago, and I'm loving them being here. All of the usuals are here, says Jim Bob. They are indeed, and what a joy it is to see them. And speaking of usuals, the lovely Shania Wilson is with us. Our Angie, of course. Hi, Ange. Hope you're doing well. A message from my cousin, who at the age of whatever she is, can't work out how to get a YouTube account and actually comment on the bloody live stream. Oh, Helen, I'll come round and do it for you. Well, I say come round. She lives about 200 miles away from me. Not Willow's first word, says Helen, but when she was extremely little and not been... Oh, Willow is her daughter, by the way. And I am her honorary uncle. She's my honorary niece. When she was extremely little and had not been talking for long, she wanted a sticker in boots. My pal Caroline, who worked in there, always gave her stickers. One day, Willow wanted stickers as usual. Caroline said, "What's the magic word?" "Abracadabra," said Willow. Well, you can't fault her for that, really, can you? There'll be an intermission coming up soon, darlings. So just bear with the pain. It won't. I bet Jen has lovely stuff in Molly, says Peter P. He didn't actually say that. I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, I'm sure she does have lovely stuff. Oh, right, theft news from Jen, and Jen is going to attempt to steal some chairs and tables. Good shout. Outside, left unattended. You can always claim. Now that's not really theft, is it? Because if you watch the YouTube channel Emma Lemon, then you will know that it's a thing that people leave stuff outside their houses, and that means it's free for people to collect. And our Emma has collected many treasures. Now, my friend Umret at the restaurant, he does the same, because that's also a thing in Nottingham. So if people leave their table and chairs outside their motorhome or caravan, that means that they are free to take. So I'm going to help myself to some next time I'm on a site. Oh, lamb steak, Hulk. Yeah, let's not talk about that, shall we? Tricia Alderman is with us, no doubt with a lovely Paul. Good evening to you both. We've got food news from Mark Prasad. Supper this evening was beef stir fry with homemade marinade, peppers, pak choy, and water chestnuts. I love water chestnuts. And egg noodles. The eldest boy loved it, as did I. I'm delighted to hear it. Hope Emma's feeling better tonight, says Andrew Buttigieg, and I hope so too, and I'm sure everybody else does as well. More hellos flying around, particularly from Jim Bob 71. And oh, forgot, hello, Sub Boaty. Hello to you, my dear friend. Angie's throwing out hellos left, right, and centre. Diane's having trouble with the butler. Steakolg is having lasagna. Yep. Showing off with the burping again, says Peter P. I didn't. That was unintentional. I'm not rubbing it in, Angie. That burp chose me. I didn't choose it. Nettie will rust if you park her on grass, says Peter P. God, yeah. Oh, Peter Cushion survived the night. Of course. Undercracker boiling device for the challenge, says Peter P. Who's that aimed at? Matron or Jen or both? Oh dear, oh dear. No, I didn't. Go for something hard, Tracy, for the pilfering. A lady for Boaty. Oh, that's just impossible, isn't it? Is this entrapment? Asked Peter P. I'm not reading that one out. TikTok is stupid, says Andrew. I don't know if TikTok is stupid, but in my opinion, if you have it on your phone, then you're not the sharpest tool in the box, or you don't mind the Chinese government knowing everything about you. Dear. Shelley Denise says, I also watch a live stream on the TV and text on my phone. There we are. The lounge is where one tends to lounge about a bit, says Ian Hully. I call it the front room, says Shelley. Angie says, yeah, I'm banned by myself from TikTok and had to delete it off my phone. Good. Best thing that you could possibly do. Mr. Stella Boxhead, good evening to you. A packet of Walker's ready salted crisps for tea, and I'm sat in the living room. Oh, good on you. Yep, hate all modern cars, says Nigel. Right, I've got car news as well. I've got stuff to tell you. I'm just going to catch up with the comments, have an intermission, and then I'm going to tell you what I've got to tell you. And then we'll have another intermission. I'll open some wine, all of that kind of thing. You lot are chatting amongst yourselves, which is grand. Jim Bob 71 only had a quiche with salad, followed by a dirty cream and jam cake, and the rest lovely. I was a music fan from birth, says Ian Hully. First words were Kaja Goo Goo. There we are. Diane needs to get another cat. It's very strange without a furry friend. Push pineapple up a tree. Helen, says Stratospherian. Search on YouTube for how to set up a Google YouTube account. I'm sure you will find a tutorial that will get you ahead and up to speed. Then there's a lot of car talk going around. You can read that for yourselves. You don't need me to read it out. It's a thing in my area too, says Shelley. I found lots of furniture and bits. I think it's a good thing. I do. I think it's a good thing. The promotion of crime on this channel, says Jim Bob 71, is a new low. I know, just when you thought we can't get any lower. Don't take things too seriously, darlings. I mean, you know. Arrested for inciting furniture theft. Diane needs to go gliding in the high peaks with me, says Stu. Oh, man, I'm sure that would be fun for you both. Lord Stiff Upper Lip VIP joins us. Good evening. One found out recently that Manchester and Salford are two different cities next to each other. Oh, well, there we are. There we are. Bog, says Stratospherian, shouldn't we be lifting 00 Garage closer to 2,000 subs? If you haven't already been there, check it out. Well, yes, do indeed. Community channel. It is your duty to do so. So check out 00 Garage and jolly well subscribe if you haven't already. Even if you don't like the content, do it because you're supporting community members who in turn support the community. I mean, you're all subscribed to me and you don't like me. And if you can do it for me, you can do it for other people. And then Lord Stiff Upper Lip goes on to say hello to a lot of people. Right, excellent. Caught up with the comments. Time for an intermission. We've got one voice note to read, and then I will begin to tell you my news. Here we go.
Good evening, Boaty.
Good evening.
I'm already in bed, so I can't join you this evening.
Oh.
But pound that box as if you've got to get up at bloody 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, dear.
Wanker.
Indeed. Oh, sleep well, Simone. Right, here we go. Oh, it's getting heavy. $1, £1, 3, 2, 1. In it go. Oh, that's getting quite heavy now, darlings. Now then, stuff that I've got to tell you. Right, let's try and do this in kind of the order that it happened to me. Right. I've been coming to terms with the fact that once again, I need to try and get my life in some sort of order. And try to move forward in a positive way. Now, recent events and even more recent choices mean that I have the potential to be even poorer than I already am. So it's occurred to me that there are some steps that I need to take. So I have gone through all of my direct debits, found out what they're all for, and cancelled any that I can do without. So that's cost saving number one. Because, yeah, I just need to be really careful and micromanage every penny. I mean, we should all probably do that, shouldn't we? But it's kind of been kicked into sharp focus with me. Other things that I need to do. The company cars need to go because although I don't own them, I am paying to tax and insure them. So that's a pointless expense. So Minge Bag and Yvette Carte Blanche, they need to go. So I need to sort out a way to make that happen. Now, what else? I'm trying to do this in some sort of order. Oh, well, we're in an intermission, so we'll play this.
Boaty, pound that box as if you found yourself in an episode of Never the Twain, and the only way you could get home was with a sausage and a knitting needle.
Well, where did that come?
Wanker.
Where did that come from? Oh, well,
Good
that's
evening,
amusing.
Boaty.
What?
Pound that box as if you got beaten around the ring.
Stop it! Stop it! 'Cause I've got to pound the box now, and I'm running out of pounds. Oh, it's the rules, darlings. It's the rules. I don't know how that happened. I must have pressed the wrong doings. But there you go. It's a double pounding. Because if I'm instructed to pound the box, I have to do it. Them's the rules. So again, 1 box, another pound. 3, 2, 1. In it goes. Still, it's all going towards the power station for the winter, isn't it? Right, this is what I meant to press. Ah, I am a silly
Do
twerp.
you know what I hate most about drivers? BMW drivers.
Oh,
They think they can rule the world and the road. Oh, I detest them with a passion.
oh, well, if you're going to do something.
Well, I would swear, but I'm not like that. So they see you next Tuesdays, I would say. Simple. You twat.
Oh, yeah, you don't swear, do you? Yeah. I thought BMW drivers had been taken over, but, well, not literally. I thought it was Audi drivers that we were all supposed to detest now. Mustard says it is, but there you go. I mean, I guess that's we live in a relatively enlightened country, don't we? And we are all free to hate whoever we want to, as long as we don't act on that hatred in a way that would be in any way detrimental to them or illegal. But I think the important thing that Jen highlighted there was if you're going to do something, do it with passion. Don't half-ass 2 things, whole-ass 1 thing, and do it with passion, darlings. I believe in passion. I am a very passionate man. Now then, right, what was I telling you about? Oh yeah, stuff. Right. Now, the other thing I knew I was going to have to do was to get myself a daily car, because Officer Crabtree is in no way suitable as a daily. Nowhere near economical enough. He's a 2.2 twin turbo at the end of the day. I need something super economical like Mimi LeBlanc was that will do 70 miles to the gallon. So I decided to sit down and I gave over a day yesterday, as it happens, to researching what my next Arthur daily should be. So I'll tell you, you tell me what you think, come up with any suggestions, and then in the next intermission, I will tell you my news. Okay, that's the deal. Right, so this was my thought process as I went through thinking about selecting a daily. I feel that I should have a loyalty to Peugeot and the 307, because ultimately a Peugeot 307 saved my life, along with a loaf of bread. But the loaf of bread was in the Peugeot 307, and I like to think that Mimi LeBlanc in some way helped to organise the loaf of bread being where it needed to be. So that was my starting point. But if you remember, at the time that I got Mimi LeBlanc, then the Airbnb was happening, or potentially happening. And I decided that I needed an estate or estate. if you prefer pronouncing words incorrectly. So I went for the SW, the station wagon, the estate. Now, as it turns out, I didn't need an estate, and I don't think I'm going to need one going forward, not as a daily. So I thought, okay, well, let's have something a little bit different. If I'm going to be getting rid of the company cars, which are both convertibles, then what about getting another 307, but getting the convertible version, the CC? It's still a Peugeot 307. It would be a continuation of Mimi LeBanc's lineage. It would be called Mimi LeBanc. The name would live on, even if the car didn't, as a tribute to the original Mimi LeBanc. Well, the original vehicular Mimi LeBanc that did save my life, so it deserves to be immortalized and memorialized. So I thought, what about a convertible? It's a hardtop convertible, so it's perfectly suitable for all year-round use, and they're quite cheap for what they are. So I thought about that, and then I thought about just a 307 hatchback. Didn't fancy that. And then I just started looking around at adverts and prices and whatnot. And that led me down a particular rabbit hole. And I ended up deciding that the perfect daily car for me at this point do apologise for that, darlings. Thank you. Thank you, Cushion. Or future Mrs. Boaty. Where was I? Oh, yeah, right. A completely unexpected turn of events. Having looked at things, done a little bit of research, I decided yesterday that the perfect daily, the perfect replacement, the perfect new Mimi LeBanc would be, drumroll please, a Peugeot 3008. 3008. I did my research on them, and I was quite impressed by the safety. They won Car of the Year. They've got the highest safety NCAP thing, and the one to go for would be the one with the same engine as Mimi LeBanc, the venerable 1.6 HDI with a manual gearbox. The autos are a little bit dodgy, apparently. A voicemail pinging in. Voice note, even.
Boaty.
Hello.
There's nothing more I wish than that you would pound that box right now.
Bloody hell.
Would you?
God.
And when you've finished, would you pound it again for me?
No.
Twat.
Right. Bloody hell. I'm just telling you all how poor I am, and look at me throwing pounds away. Right. You don't get a double pounding. I'm a man of a certain age. I need 6 hours sleep and a bowl of cornflakes, which I don't even eat. Bloody hell, a triple pounding tonight, darlings. 1 box. Yet another pound. 3, 2, 1. God above. Whew. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to afford to keep doing these live streams, darlings. Where was I? Yeah, Peugeot 3008. What do you think about that? And then during the next intermission, which will be coming up very soon, I will bring you up to speed with the rest of my news, of which there is some. Now, where did I get to in the comments? I need to go back a while. I need to go back quite a while. Bloody hell, you've been busy. It was somewhere around here, wasn't it? Yeah, somewhere around here. Wine o'clock is coming up on us, isn't it? Hold a chicken in the air, stick the texture up your nose. I like that. I'm not reading that out. Outrageous. Boaty just said something about gliding. Well, I read out, yes, I read out a comment, Diane. Steakholders is in Tesco's. Oh, gliding, yes, says Stu. It's 150 for 10 minutes. Not done it myself yet, but my sis is still buzzing about it. Yeah, I would thoroughly recommend it. As all you long-termers know, I used to have a non-powered license, and I used to glide a lot. Oh Christ! Hope this is not another box pounding. I can't afford it.
Oh my God, well, bugger me. A
Okay.
triple pounding?
Yeah.
You won't get that on Hobnut.
Well, you don't.
I do say. You twat.
And technically, if I did bugger you, it'd be a quadruple pounding. Oh, don't say things like that. You'll only get yourself into trouble again. Oh, hello. Right, I'm being pinged on 2 phones here. Helen is my cousin, so she has my private number as well as well, I don't know if she's got the community one. I went gliding once, says Helen. Not sure I'd do it now, though. Oh, you should. It's good fun. It's good fun. It's, yeah, it's quite the experience, darlings. It's quite the experience. And it's actually financially viable for normal. It's not like getting your PPL, for which you need to be, you need a load of money. Unless things have changed, which they might have, but when I did it, it was remarkably cost effective to get your gliding license. Now, this is how it was when I did it. I don't know how it was now. When I did it, you joined the club, your gliding club of choice, which from memory was an annual fee of about 100 or 150 quid back then. So not a massive amount. And after that, everything was free. You had free use of the club gliders. You got free instruction while you were training to get your own license. And the only thing that you paid for was the winch or the tow. Because if you don't know, there are 2 ways to get a glider up in the air. You can be towed by a powered plane, or you can have a winch. A winch is quite a lot cheaper. And that was literally, once you paid your fees, that was literally all that you had to pay for, just the winch. And back then, the winch was literally a couple of quid. So I don't know if it's still the same now. God, I mean, pinged left, right, and centre. But there you are. That's how it was.
Headshot of the truth. Would you take a pound out of the box now, or you have to drink water all night? Sorry, mate, cancel that. Take £2 out of the box, or you got to drink water all night, sir. And people say that you got to keep doing it, and then people ask you again to take out the box, sir. I've got to be honest though, sir. My brother had the 308. He had nothing but trouble with it, sir. Anyway, you are wanker, sir. Today, I ended up in KFC with my mother.
Oh.
Then came home, had 2 posh coffees, Magnum, and then had chicken, chips, peas, and ketchup, followed by treacle sponge, custard, and a posh coffee, posh biscuit. And I'm watching some old bastard on the telly. Boaty, thank you.
And thank you for that. I'd rather take £2 out of the box than drink water. Is the honest answer to that?
It's not long till he calls your Uncle Bunghole again.
We shall see.
Emma's Littlin, or has Emma's Littlin been asking about where's Uncle Bumhole, or Bunghole, however he called you, sir?
Bunghole. Bunghole. Where did we get to? Somewhere around here, wasn't it? A gliding boaty, says Andrew. Can hear the screaming from here. Have you been fired from the restaurant, Boaty asks you, Stu. No, I haven't. Have you been to the benefits place yet? No, I haven't. Lord Stiff Upper Lip VOP needs to cancel the TV license. The only BBC I've got time for is The Archers, says Stu, and I'm with you on that one. Richard has never had a TV license. Nigel cancelled his 7 years ago. Diane says the only thing I watch on BBC iPlayer is QI, probably not worth the license. Finley Plimpton says the only BBC show I listen to is on the radio. 3 hours a week, otherwise I can be without it. But which show? Which show? Jim Bob 71 can't tell the difference between Jen and Angie. I can. I hate, says Richard, Mercedes A-Class drivers and all of the offshoots of the A-Class. They're all utter winkers. How much is the license now, asked Diane. And Kegon One thinks it's going up to 200 quid soon. Is that a week or a month? Yes, Radio 3, says Stu. World Service is good at 12 p.m. 6 Music played Black Sabbath all day today, and The Archers on Radio 4. Excellent. BBC should be a subscription service like Netflix, says Kegon One. I only watch YouTube now, says Nigel. Everything I want is on there. Me too, says Stu. TV's on for the cat watching bird stuff. Oh, Test Match Special. Yes, marvellous. I'm not into cricket, but Test Match Special is great if you like talking about cake. Oh, a telephonic call. Exciting. Tonic, my dear chap, good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. Sorry I'm not in chat. I had a little bit of an accident. I spilt a can of Guinness 0% all over my keyboard.
Oh dear.
The keyboard, shall we say, is a little bit sticky.
I can imagine. Yes, I can imagine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. God, you had me worried then. I thought you'd had a car accident or something.
No. It's doing all right. Who's that phoning? Could that be me or could that be... This stream's way behind me. What else was I going to say? Oh, I noticed that Finley Plimpton reckoned you must have been on about a 308 because he said the 3008 is a new car.
No,
the 3008 has been around since 2008, 2009.
2009, yeah. Launched in 2009. So,
yeah, I don't know, because mine's in 2013, so it's not a new car by any means.
Oh, is that what you've got? I forgot.
Yeah, 3008, yeah.
Oh, what's it like? Would you recommend it?
It's okay. It's automatic.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad. It's a bit strange when it changes. It's basically, it feels like when you're changing the manual, when you get that pause in acceleration to change the manual.
Yeah.
It's like that in the automatic, but otherwise it's all right.
Okay. What engine has yours got?
Diesel 1.6.
That's the one.
HDI or whatever you call it.
Yeah, the HDI, that's the one. That's what was in Mimi LeBlanc. But but just to be clear, it's the 3008, not the 308.
That's what I've got, 3008, 3008.
Yeah, I was just saying that anybody else who was confused that thought I was talking about a 308.
No, 3008's been out since, like you say, 2009, 2008, 2009.
I think it looks nice. It looks funky. It's got that split tailgate. It's got clever stuff in the boot. I like.
Oh yes, it's like royalty. You can sit on the tailgate at the back of your car, slipping Bradley or whatever you wish.
Yeah, I've not been able to do that since I had Range Rovers.
Yeah, it's not bad that way. It's a bit more to lean into the boot to pick stuff up, but yeah.
And it looks quite. The cabin looks quite funky as well. I like the layout of the cabin.
And from the outside, for the age of the car, it looks really smart. You know what I mean? It's quite good. Yeah. But I just thought I'd come in and let you know I haven't fell off the edge of a cliff or
Oh, good on you, mate.
Like that,
Always
you
good
know
to
what I
hear
mean?
your voice.
First it's trouble with internet, and now Guinness on the keyboard. And I say again, 0% Guinness. Yeah.
I mean, well, at least you haven't wasted any alcohol. Look at it that way.
Yeah, I know. Who knew that Guinness was so sticky, though? Never mind.
I think we kind of pretty much all did. Well, I mean, I used to have pubs, so I I know exactly how sticky Guinness is. But
yeah, I can think of a few sticky things on keyboards, but Guinness wasn't one of them.
Well, yes, indeed. Best not go there. Brings a whole new meaning to sticky keys, doesn't it? But I hope your keyboard lives to fight another day.
It probably will. I keep ripping the keys off and wiping it with alcohol wipes and things like that. So we'll see where.
I've just done a funny without meaning to. Hope your keyboard lives to fight another day. Keyboard warrior.
Thanks.
That wasn't bad, was it?
Yeah. Well, Shania's just put 0% Guinness. Yes, of course there's 0% Guinness. One of the best 0% beers on the market.
Really?
Yeah, oh God, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go, folks. You heard it here first.
Right. Put it this way, it tastes truer. You know, like you get all these 0% beers that don't taste like beer.
I've never tried one.
Guinness 0% actually tastes like Guinness. It's good.
I just don't see the point. I mean, if you want to drink beer, then drink beer. And if you want to drink something non-alcoholic, drink Vimto.
I know, but if I was to go to the seaside and thought, I'll answer a pint of Guinness, I can drink the pint of 0% and I'm still safe to drive. So, yeah.
Oh, okay, there is that, I suppose.
Anyway, I'll let you get back to the stream, otherwise chat will be hanging me for some reason or other.
I'll be hanging you. It's wine o'clock coming up.
Okay.
Good to hear from you, mate. Glad you're doing okay.
You take care, fella.
You too, mate. Catch you later.
You all take care as well.
Ah, bless you.
Good night.
Bye, mate. Ah, always good to hear from Tonic, isn't it? We do worry about you, like, you know, and this goes out to Tonic, but the rest of you as well. We do, and I know this is true. We do worry about you outside of the live streams. And I don't mean we worry about you as in, oh my God, but you know what I mean? We all, how can I put it? We always hope that everything's okay for everybody, because not everybody is comfortable sharing what's going on in the nooks and crannies of their life. And, you know, a live stream is just a little snapshot in time. And sometimes people put their best face on for live streams and stuff like that. So just know that as a community, people do have consideration for people outside of the live streams. I know, because I have various chats with various people on chat groups and whatnot. And, you know, we often find ourselves saying, oh, I hope so-and-so is okay. Or I hope, you know, whatever situation for whoever it was sorted itself out and stuff like that, you know. So it's always good when you do get in touch, and we know that everything is, you know, more or less all right with you. Now then, I'll tell you what, it is wine o'clock, but I'll just catch right up with the comments before we move on to wine o'clock and the second hour. And the next bit of my news, after having told you that, anyway, 3008 Pug says to you, yes, 3008 is a new Peugeot, says Finley Plimpton. It's a current Peugeot, but as we just said, it was introduced in 2009. Angie sounds so sweet and innocent, says Andrew Buttigieg. She does, doesn't she? Simone's going to have him on the street, says to you. Well, that was my fault. I pressed the wrong button. Timestamp. Thank you, KO1. It was 22:46. Right. I think Boaty meant 308. No, I didn't. I meant 3008. Ring pulled top, so no Fray Bentos pies, says Mark Prasad. Oh, that's going to be tricky. How many people are going to have a Fray Bentos pie in their motorhome or caravan? Simone, Emma, Janine and Angie are the community voice note legends, insists Andrew Buttigieg, and I would agree with that. Boaty got a glider license? I don't know, Stu, but I certainly used to have. I was going to get some steak, says Steve Cold, but I can't be asked cleaning the frying pan. Oh dear. Alan Simpson joins us. Good evening, Alan. Greetings, honourable community and the ship called Dignity. God, I thought that was Dignitas for a moment. Richard says, my mate had one. Very good, reliable car, but the CVT gearbox is dodgy at times. We drove to Scotland, there and back in one day. Perfect for Peugeot picnics and has a split tailgate like a Range Rover. Yeah, I love that. I love that, although I decided that a manual gearbox and the 1.6 HDI was the one to go to. Steve Cole cooks 2 steaks at once, the greedy swine. Fry steak from frozen in the air fryer. It's a hack that will change your life. Oh, God. Oh, certainly not. Ketchup, says Ange, with some... Yeah, it was double chicken by the sound of it, because it was KFC for lunch, wasn't it? And then chicken for tea. And that's been noted. And Angie is not best pleased with the tomato ketchup. The mighty cornholio, says Peter P. Indeed. He's been eaten indeed. Mark Prasad says he's banging on about food. What was your favourite Little Chef platter? Mine, I can tell you, was the Big 7 burger. Oh, yes. Steve Cole hasn't paid his TV licence since 2008. But Alan's favourite platter, Alan says it was all about an Olympic breakfast and a Blossoms pancake. Olympic breakfast had sautéed potato, aka breakfast acceptable chips. Yeah, that is pretty much what they were. Jimmy Quinn remembers when you had to buy a radio license for a car and it was 2 and 6. Mark Prasad says, Alan, that makes me very happy. They were my favourite too. I've never had better sautéed potatoes. I loved Little Chef and so did the whole family. Oh, I understand this. Alan says, Mark, whenever I was in a Little Chef, it always meant I was going somewhere fun to see or along with fun people and get to eat and drink treat food. That's why I loved it. Yeah, childhood memories. If you were at Little Chef, you were on your way somewhere. And that was exciting. Nick Perry says 0% Guinness, great drink. Finley Plimpton agrees with me. Totally agree, Boaty. If you want wine, drink wine. If you don't, it's water. 11 o'clock, wine o'clock, says Jimmy Quinn. I'm just gonna Peter P echoes wine o'clock. I'm learning that Boaty is such a sweetheart, says Ange. Oh, well, aren't you a blessed puppet? I'm just whizzing through the comments and then, wine o'clock. Ange says, to the guy needing steak but has a dirty pan, it sounds like you're needing a wife. No, Angie, you don't need a wife to have a clean frying pan. Guess what? I haven't got a wife and everything is spotless in my kitchen. All you need is some washing up liquid and some elbow grease. Boaty, the steak from frozen in the air fryer, you can pump up the temp to get a good sear, but the inside is still perfect medium rare. Just no, it's not going to be tender. It's not going to be tender. You can't cook steak chilled. You can't cook it straight from the fridge. You need to bring it to room temperature. God only knows how desperately fibrous it's going to be if you cook it from frozen. Oh, dreadful. Tonic 110, trying the keyboard again. Forgive any extra letters, but good evening all, and a very good evening to you. Exactly, Finley Plimpton. I don't have a wife, and the frying pans in my kitchen are clean. Exactly. Right, we've got a voice note. And then it's wine time. Oh,
Let's just put it out there. We do the doings because no other persons in the chat wants to do the doings. So we do the doings instead. And I say we're bloody good at the doings.
you are. And
Happy doings to us girls.
absolutely.
Up on us.
Yes.
But Boaty,
Chance would be a fine
you're
thing.
still a twat.
Thank you, darling. We're all very grateful for you ladies and your doings. And Jen says, sorry, no air fryer here. I do say, I'm with you, Jen. Wouldn't have one in the house. Right, exactly, Jim Bob 71. Men can be domesticated too. We can indeed. Right then. News. What news have I got for you? Well, I'm getting a bit stir crazy, just spending all my time in the house trying to recover. Oh, I have got some news for you. I've got my mojo back. Rice, not wine, rice, properly cooked. Nailed it today. I couldn't keep going wrong for that long, could I? Oh, and my food news, breakfast, lavishly buttered slice of toast. Lunch today, I deployed my last Frey Bentos pie and had that with some Jersey roll potatoes and some poupon mustard. Very nice that was too. Supper tonight will be the last of the staff curry. I don't know what I'm going to eat tomorrow night. And I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch either. But what I can tell you is that tomorrow I am going out. Specifically, I am going to the people that sent me this letter, which are Richford Motor Services Limited of Husthwaite, Nottingham. And I am going to reclaim my belongings that were in Mimi Le Banc. Because I took a couple of bits with me at the time, but there's only so much that you can carry in there when you're on your own. So I realised I left in there my little cordless vacuum cleaner that was plugged in the back, the cable for that, a 12-volt adapter thing, my camera mount, I left that on the windscreen because I didn't want to risk pulling the windscreen in on me. Couple of food delivery bags. My CD collection, I didn't take them because they were they were covered in curry because of course their staff curry just went everywhere. So I'm going to go and collect all of those tomorrow. I'd better take a bag with me because they probably haven't cleaned anything, have they? So my CD case is still going to be all covered in curry, I imagine. But yeah, it's not a million miles away. It's so I'm going to get out and I'm going to I'll get my bits and pieces from Mimi Le Banc. Might as well, because especially if they took the camera mount off for me, because you can't buy those anymore. And it's the only camera mount that I've ever found that will get an iPhone into the correct position, where you get a clear view of the windscreen without seeing any of the mount in shot. And they don't make them anymore. They don't sell them anymore, so you can't go out and buy any more. So my camera mounts are incredibly precious to me. This is one of them. They're all the same. My camera mounts are all the same. Now, I did have one in each car before I thinned the fleet out, so I have got spares. Nettie has 2 in her, and probably will have 3 going forward. When I get rid of the company cars, there'll be another spare one coming out of Yvette Carte Blanche. Oh, sneeze coming on. Oh, it's going to be painful. Oh, God. Oh, well, I don't need that now. It's happened, doesn't it? Oh, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, I'd better do some shopping when I'm out as well. I need something for lunch tomorrow. I've eaten all of the food in the house. And I'll need something for my supper tomorrow night. I'm going to have to get back in the habit of cooking, aren't I? And I'm going to have to remember all of the good things that I used to cook and eat. It's, you know, when you've got staff curry and stuff available to you so easily, and, you know, when you're a busy chap, you go down the easy route, don't you? But I'm going to have a bit of time on my hand now, so I can go back. I mean, I can get the slow cooker out and start making some slow cooker dishes. I used to make a fantastic Palo alla Vesuvio in the slow cooker. I'd love to start doing that again. And yeah, that'll be good. And make some spaghetti bolognese. I've been promising myself that for ages. Make up some chili. Go back to what I used to do. Batch cook it and portion freeze it. Yeah, that'd be a good thing to do. So yeah, I am going to get my ass out of the cottage tomorrow. I've only been as far as, I've been down to Nettie to get some things out, to put some other things in. And that's as far as I've been the whole of this week. I haven't been anywhere. Just not laziness, not depression, just trying to recover really. And as I say, my sleep is, I'm just getting up too early with the pain of it, and then I'm ending up zonking out a bit during the day, having an hour or 2 lying down, just trying to. But yeah, excuse me. So tomorrow, yeah, I'm going to get my ass out. Right, I have got more news for you, darlings, but I'm going to have a slurp of wine first. Then I'll catch up with your comments. Then I'll give you the rest of the news. So you're up to speed now, aren't you? I decided that the Peugeot 3008, an early one, 2009, 2010, would be the car to go for a daily. 1.6 HDI manual, preferably with a reasonably nice spec, but, you know, that's less important than getting a decent car that might last a year. And tomorrow I'm going to collect the doings. So you're up to speed. I'll have a glass of wine, and we'll catch up with the comments. So, cheers, darlings. Your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're lucky, or unlucky, ladies, depending on how you feel about that sort of thing. And above all, to each and every one of you, you beautiful, wonderful people, and I say it with love, get stuffed. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. Oh, right. Just spotted a comment. Mystic Hair says, are you going to film it all, Boaty? Bring us all along. Like, yeah, that's the other thing I meant to tell you. Tomorrow, I'm restarting the videos. As Mr. Paddy pointed out quite forcefully to me last night, I've got to get back to doing the videos because I'm going to be far more reliant on income from YouTube going forward, which means that I need to get some decent content out there, and I need to get it out there quite often. So sorry, darling, I keep having to do this because I just can't do a proper cough because it just, honestly, If you've ever had broken ribs, you'll understand. So because I can't do a proper cough, I have to do little bits and pieces. And that's why I'm having to do it kind of continually. Apologies. But yeah, the filming will be coming back. I'll start filming again tomorrow. And I'm going to have to be disciplined, and I am going to have to do it on a daily basis. Now, some of them are just going to be standard daily diary type videos where not a great deal happens. Obviously, going forward, when I'm recovered, there are going to be feature videos when I go away motorhoming or tenting or whatever. But yeah, I need to go back to, I've got no excuse now because I'm going to have time, and I need to do it because I need that money. I'm going to need every penny going forward. I've been kind of mentally, I haven't written anything down, but I've been mentally doing the sums in terms of reduced income and so on. And yeah, it's a bit of a leap of faith, really. And I need to take the YouTube thing seriously. So first up, I need to get back to getting content out there. And then second, I need to be improving the content as well going forward. Yeah, so. Oh, God, I'm coughing at you. I'm blowing my nose. Half sneezing, hiccuping, burping. It's like having a newborn child on your television, isn't it? I just kind of, you turn on your tellies and I just explode at you. Things come out of various orifices. But yeah, tomorrow's the first day of the rest of my life. I know that's a cliche, but yeah, tomorrow is the day where we start moving forward, putting things in place for us going forward. And yeah, it's I was going to say it's a bit exciting and it's a bit scary, but it kind of isn't. At the moment, I'll be honest with you, at the moment, it's just scary because I've got nothing to get excited about, really. I mean, I kind of have in the future, but, you know, the tenting, the motorhoming, the having the days to do more stuff, they're not happening tomorrow. But I am worrying about things today. So at the moment, it's scary rather than excitement. And you think about worst case scenarios, and you think about how am I going to do this, how am I going to do that. So, and it's a shame that we're going to be starting on a negative. It's a shame we're going to be starting when I'm kind of broken, not in the best of health, and I'm getting beaten down by life in various ways. But yeah, it's not the worst starting point, really. I mean, in many other ways, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have the opportunity to even give it a go. So I need to grab it with both hands and give it a damn good shake. Shake life by the neck. So there you go, darlings. It all starts tomorrow. And if I come on here tomorrow night for Thursday Night Live, 10 o'clock, remember, earlier start, and tell you that I didn't film anything, then kick my ass. Kick my ass all over the place. Because I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. I've got to become a YouTuber, a YouTubist, a proper one that films stuff, even when it's crap. Which most of it is, of course. Right. Back to the old comments. How far have we got to go back? Ah, yes. Jim Bob was saying that men can be domesticated as well. And he's quite right. Jen is, as we speak, recording a voice note. Right. Weren't you planning to get an air fryer for Nettie? Oh yeah. Well, no. Yes and no, Richard. Yes and no. I was intrigued to try it because everybody's telling me that you should have one. Now I won't have one in the. Yeah, I remember now. I won't have one in the house because I've got a miniature tabletop oven as well as my big oven, and that's all an air fryer is. It's a mini oven. But then somebody did suggest that it would be great for Nettie, and I thought you've got a point. It would be really good for Nettie, especially as I've now found out that Nettie's oven doesn't work. So I've got a grill, I've got a hob, but I haven't got an oven. So an air fryer for Nettie isn't actually a bad idea. And I'd completely forgotten about that. Now, a small air dryer is on my Amazon wish list, along with a few other things, and has been on there for a while. But yeah, I completely forgot about that. And certainly with winter coming up and longer journeys in Nettie, yeah, an air fryer could actually be, an air fryer could actually be a really good shout because I haven't got an oven. And an air fryer would be, I completely take that back. I've just said half an hour ago that I won't have an air fryer, and now I'm saying I desperately need an air fryer, but for Nettie, not for the house. I made air fryer homemade chips the other day when I had my steak in my little tabletop mini oven, and they were amazing. So I don't need an air fryer at home, but I would like to experiment with one. I would like to see what they're all about. And going forward, if I'm going to be spending more time in Nettie, it would be a massively useful thing for Nettie. So yeah, total arse about face turnaround. I now would love an air fryer. So there you go. And seriously, Richard, thank you for reminding me about that because I'd completely forgotten. And it made a bit of sense when I was talking about it before. It makes a lot more sense now when I'm talking about spending, multiple night trips in Nettie. Yeah, definitely.
I know you're blowing everything from here, there, and everywhere.
I am.
But I'll just say, them flowers look spectacularly lovely.
Aren't they lovely?
And they are thriving.
They are.
Are you giving them some doings, Mr. Boaty?
No, I am not.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Hello.
Hello.
I know your secret. Twat.
Indeed. Next time that you bugger off for one of your breaks, Jen, your week-long breaks, come up to the peak for a few days. We'll have oh. We'll have a motorhome meetup. Nettie meets Molly. We'll go to one of the lovely sites around here. Do you know the Peak District? Have you been here before? There are some lovely sites around here. Buxton is amazing. The Firs is amazing. God, I love that one. Oh, come up to the Peak, Jen. We'll have a couple of motorhome nights. Do it before the summer is over. Where was I? Right, yes. That's right. Richard was reminding me about the air fryer. Lord Stiffer VIP one is off the Wooden Hills to Bedfordshire. Good night, everyone. Good night to you. Sleep tight. I think we need Matron to deposit a voice note too, says Andrew. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Angie says, I can't cook very well, apart from the basics. So I would say if a man has done the cooking, then it's only fair that I'm doing the cleaning. Oh, well, yeah, on that, that's what it should be about. It should be about a joint effort, shouldn't it? Now, one of the things that I aspired to when I was a kid, when I used to spend a lot of time with my grandparents, and I loved how they worked as a team in everything, absolutely everything. So after dinner, my grandmother would wash up and rinse. And while she was doing that, my grandfather would dry and put away. They were an amazing team. They were married for, they were married for over 60 years, and it was only death that did them part. And I loved that. And I always wanted a relationship like that. I always wanted a relationship where I was part of a two-person team with my lover, my best friend, my best teammate, all of that kind of thing. That's what I always aspired to. I never used to dream of money or success or anything like that. That's what I dreamed of when I was a kid. Admittedly, I chased success in athletics and then I chased money, but that was never my dream when I was a kid. I just wanted the relationship that my grandparents had, and I still do. That is still a dream. I mean, it's never going to happen now. I'm too old, but Huswaite, ooh, says Cairgun One. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to going there, I'll be honest. Might be a bit dramatic collecting your belongings, Boaty, says Jim Bob 71. The curry in Mimi will be mouldy by now, says Nigel. Yeah, I wonder if they've cleaned it. I can't live without an air fryer, says Cairgun One. They cook twice as fast, less electric than a big oven, and do a better job. I've got two of them. Well, that's what I get with my tabletop oven. So I take that point. I do want one for Nettie.
You also need to get your fridge looked at for why it's not working on gas, because they might need the contact cleaning or something.
Oh, yeah.
Then you could run the fridge from the motorhome on gas, sir. Yeah. I've got a funny feeling that's all it needs, a good clean, sir. The contact or something.
Which contact?
You are a wanker, sir. Get someone to have a look at it, someone you know.
I don't know anyone. Well, I mean,
no problem, sir. You are the YouTube wanker of the day, sir. You've won the award today, sir. Thank you very much.
I take that with pride.
Yes, also you are a plonker, sir.
Oh, thank you. Oh, look at me. I can wear a variety of hats. I was going to say, I don't know anybody, but I know lots of people. So, I don't know. Who do I know? Matron, Emma, Angie, Nigel, all of you. Can somebody come and clean the contacts on my fridge, please? Well, on Nettie's fridge. I can't afford to pay anybody to do it. Oh, yes, Cairgun One was going on about the air fryer. Yeah, I do want an air fryer for Nettie. I'd completely forgotten about that. I remember being persuaded before and thinking, actually, that would make sense for Nettie. And it makes even more sense now. So, yes. Boaty. Oh, hang on. Alan says, be prepared to be shocked by the state of your car in daylight, says Alan. My car's not there, Alan. And that's the news that I'm coming up to now. I am just going to collect my belongings. Mimi LeBlanc will not be there. And that is the big news that I've got to tell you tonight. But I'm going to catch up with the comments. I'm going to catch up with the comments. So I am, to be sure. Because I'm like that. I'm like that. I'm dedicated to you and your comments. Last night was the first night for a while we haven't had over 100 concurrent viewers. We only had 97 last night, peak concurrent, and I think it's going to be even less than that tonight. Mark Prasad says, Boaty, what about a Toyota? Well, indeed. Seriously, I've driven them from 2006 with no issues, bulletproof. I'm a big Toyota fan. and Lexus are probably my favorite, one of my favorite cars. I went through a big Lexus phase, had loads of them. What were the CDs, Boaty? Asked Finley. Well, I'll show them to you. Angie says, Hedgehog of Truth question. Oh, once you get your belongings back, can we get the lowdown on your CD collection? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Now, some of the CDs won't come back because they were stuck in the CD player, 6 of them, because it's got Mimi had a multi-stack CD that didn't work. The CDs went in, couldn't get them out, so they're gone, but I'll tell you what they were. And I've lost another 6 in Yvette Carte Blanche, who also has a CD stack player that has stopped working, so they've gone as well, but I'll tell you what they are. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow night. Yes, I'm going to film it. We've covered that. Yes, definitely, I will film. If I don't film it, then give me all of the shit in the world tomorrow, because I've got to get into the mindset of everything must be filmed, and I've got to get a video out every day. Even if it only earns £1.28, then believe me, every £1.28 is going to count going forward. Actually, £1.28 might be a bit ambitious. Last night's live stream, darlings, earned me 51p, and that was a 2-hour live stream. So if you, I mean, it's not a job. I do this for the joy of being with you people. But if it were a job, then my rate of hourly pay would be 25.5p per hour, which I think is slightly below the legal minimum. Ah, the joys of self-employment. Of course, that's my own fault, because I don't monetize these live streams, as you know. I monetize them once they're done. So if you watch it after the fact, but I won't monetize them while they're live, because then adverts would interrupt, and I'm not having that. I'm not having the flow of the community being ruined by adverts. Has somebody done a nice thing? Mark Passad has done a nice thing. 5 gifted memberships, and I think we're dipped back under the 100 channel member mark. The channel member, the 100 mark, if that makes sense. Let me just check. So this will take us back into 3 figures. Oh, bless you, Mark. Thank you so much. Let's have a look. Memberships. Oh, God, I was on 98 when I last looked. Oh, Christ, I can't see. It's too small. Oh, look at this. I'm having to look at one phone with another phone to blow it up. Oh, 93. 93. Oh, never mind. That will be up to 98. Now, thank you to the lovely Mark. Bless you. You know how much I really appreciate the gifted channel memberships. My favourite form of YouTube fan funding, as they call it. It helps me, it helps the channel, but it also, brings channel memberships to those who might not otherwise be able to justify it or afford it or whatever. So I think it's a fabulous thing, and I can't wait to see who's got them. But I'm going to keep myself in suspenders. I'm going to go through the cover. Oh God, wine burp. Angie. Oh God, I'm so sorry. No, don't apologise. Make it positive. Right. All you lovely community members who can't burp, I've just burped for 2 of you. So you're welcome. That was a community burp, not a me burp. And I didn't do it on purpose. You get taken by surprise by these things. It's a terrible thing, really. Who have we got now? Oh, the lovely Jen again.
Okay, Mr. Boaty,
Yes, Jen.
I think it's time for you to go to Specsavers. You do need glasses. I know, it's the age.
I know,
I
Jen.
like to have glasses too.
Oh.
It's not good, but we still have to endure it. So, get an appointment to Specsavers and go and get your eyeballs tested. Because you are blind as a bloody bat, I think.
I am.
You twat.
Right, in my defense, Jen and everybody else, we are in low light here. I live in a 700-year-old cottage. It's all low ceilings, beams, and I light it accordingly. There are no bright lights. I've got a big light up here. You hate it when I put it on. I hate it when I put it on. In daylight, I could have read that. It's only because the light is very low. Otherwise, I promise I would have been able to read that. But yeah, I'm old. My eyesight is not what it once was. I want to see who got the channel memberships. Right, let's whiz through these comments. Gosh, says Steve Cole, those flowers are thirsty. I'm going to change the water on both of them tomorrow. The table flowers and the windowsill flowers. But they're both looking, they're looking lovely. They're looking absolutely lovely. And I don't begrudge the £2.39 multiplied by 2 that I paid for them, because these really last and they do look lovely. Joanne Hill joins us. Good evening, Boaty, and your lovely Peter Cushion. Hope you're on the mend. I love the Peter Cushion thing. Peter Cushing, if you don't get the reference, but I'm sure you all do. Spit the news out, sir. Give us the lowdown. I will. Where's the little chef? Is he hiding from Hedgie, who kept pottering him? Oh, on the fridge. How comes you need so many cars, says Cairgorn One? I don't. Apologies, I may have missed some news, says Alan Simpson. Does the plan for a replacement car mean there has been a positive insurance development? No, Alan. Quite the opposite. But that's what I'm getting to. I'm telling you things as they happened on my timeline. So at the moment, we are still on yesterday, when I decided on the car that should be the next daily, and decided that tomorrow I would go and collect Mimi's belongings. That's where we are at the moment. I will bring you up to speed with the rest of things very shortly when I've caught up with the comments and seen who got the channel memberships. Watched a great video of yours today, Boaty, says Joanne Hill, with Emma and Matron, and all our favourite horns. Matlock is just fabulous. Oh, well, thank you for watching that. I know the video that you're talking about. Kegon One says, have you got a Patreon account, Boaty? No, I haven't. But I have other things. If you go into the description of this video, this live stream, or any live stream, or any video, any recent video, you will see, I'm looking at it now, in order, you'll see my Amazon wish list, in case you wanted to buy a knick-knack for Nettie. You will find the link for my PayPal donation thing, in case you wanted to send me a couple of bob for a bottle of wine or something, but you didn't want YouTube and everybody else to take 71% of it and make me wait 2 months to get it. So if you do anything through YouTube, I get approximately 29% of what you send, and I get it in a month to 2 months time. If you do the PayPal thing, I get all of it and it comes through immediately. I've also got Buy Me a Coffee, which is a similar kind of thing, but nobody's ever done that. So yeah, that's all in the, I don't have Patreon because I've got the other things instead, and I don't really understand Patreon or Patreon, however you're supposed to pronounce it. But you will find all of the other links in the description to this live stream, every video. So if you did want to do something nice, the possibility is very much there. Good to be here, says Josh, who's come in just as we're all about to bugger off. Have I missed the sort of bad news you mentioned earlier, says Matron? No, I'm getting to that. Auction off Little Joe. Oh, right. Little Joe news. I put the bin out today. The bins are being emptied tomorrow. Little Joe is in it. Little Joe has done me no favors. Yeah, Little Joe was the Mustard and Boaty do lunch live stream was not appreciated in certain quarters. Little Joe was not appreciated in the Saturday night live stream. So Little Joe is in the bin and will be collected tomorrow and will never be seen again. What? Hubnut's buying guns now? What's all that about? Some cars will be leaving the Hubnut fleet. Oh, they come, they go. I don't watch it anymore. I'd love you to grab me by the neck and give me a good shake, says Angie. Oh, be careful what you wish for. Kegon1 says, if you want to make money from YouTube, you're going to have to upload those videos. I know. Yes, I know. I know I have to make videos. I know. Boaty, says Richard, organise a British cannonball run for UK-based car YouTubers to take part in. Naturally, Boaty would win because he's good at driving and cheating. I can't argue with either of those. Kergon1 thinks there's some nifty air fryers in either Aldi or Lidl at the moment. Boaty, says Mark Prasad, with more time for your travels, going to car shows, car reviews, if possible, and your daily life, your YouTube channel could fly. It certainly deserves to. Oh, thank you. And we'll be right there with you. Not the car shows. I'm not doing car shows. And Mark on Motoring in his live stream last night, was saying that numbers are going down for those, and I would hate going to them. I want to do interesting things. I want to go camping in Scotland and climb Ben Nevis. I want to take Nettie around Snowdonia. I want to do interesting things, not bloody car shows. But the daily stuff, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Matron is loving squiffy sounding Jen. Josh is noticing that I've got flowers again. Stratosphere says an air fryer is essentially a simple small size fan assisted oven. It can make sense in a small household instead of using electricity on a full size oven. I don't get the hype. Well, yeah, I agree with all of that. I have a small oven in my home, which I use rather than the big one, unless I need to use the big one. But an air fryer, being that a simple small size fan assisted oven, would be perfect for Nettie, and I will get one. Unless somebody goes onto my Amazon wish list and tweets me. Boaty is dribbling after that voice note from Jen. It doesn't take much, Andrew. Oh, Jen, you've never been to the Peak. Get your ass up here. Get you and Molly up here. Oh, I can show you some amazing places. Oh, I'll survive. Of course I'll survive. Right, we need to start whizzing through these, don't we? Steve Colg is off to sleep. Air fryers are great, says Sherry. I've just started using them for the last 2 months and they really are fantastic. Oh, God, here we go. Huh? Oh, ow, fuck. Oh, ouch. You've got no idea how much that hurt. You have got no idea how much that hurt. My vision has actually gone blurry with it. Oh my God. Oh. 10 weeks. 10 weeks for ribs to heal or to stop hurting anyway. How far are we in? A week and a half? Oh, coming up 2 weeks. 2 weeks on Friday, isn't it? 8 weeks of agony to go. Oh, well. My fridge doesn't want to run on gas either, says Jen, but it doesn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me if I was always on electric hookup because my fridge works fine on that. It's when I go wild camping in Nettie that I need the gas, the fridge on gas. But we can find workarounds. I'll try to get it working. Just the belongings, not the car. I see, says Jim Bob 71. Yeah, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you now. Right, I need to start flying through these comments now, don't I? No Black Sabbath. No Black Sabbath, which is odd, you might think, seeing that I was actually quite friendly with a member of Black Sabbath. I'd like to see him again, actually. He's a really nice guy. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. But no, there was no Sabbath amongst the CD collection. No ABBA either. Bad Books, the lovely Mark. Good evening. Nigel would love a Lexus LFA. Oh my God, and so would I. So would I. Right, now we get to the gifted memberships. Thank you again, Mark. Really grateful. And I'm really excited to see who got them. I'm going to pour myself a little bit more wine to celebrate. Getting us back up to 98 memberships. Nearly back on the magic 100. I love these longer live streams. They're so much fun. Oh, and I've still got the big news to tell you, haven't I? Right. Okay. The memberships went to... Oh, this is good. The memberships went to Mark Lyons, great supporter. Simone Nyman, another great supporter. Mike Potter, 37, another great supporter. Jonathan Fletcher, another great supporter. And Exploring with Ben and Sam. 5 out of 5. 5 really significant members of the community. So I'm delighted with that. Thank you again, Mark. And I'm pretty sure that all 5 of you have been channel members before. So welcome back to channel membership. Then there are hellos flying around because Mark joined us. Oh, Skip, good evening to you. Right, whizzing through these. Can you remove the CD changer from Mimi's boot? Well, it's not in her boot. It's in the dashboard. No, I can't remove it for reasons that I'm about to tell you. Oh, now you're all mourning Little Joe. Little Joe did me no favours at all. No favours at all. Yeah. I won't miss Little Joe. I can tell you that. Stu, I agree with you. If you don't know what Little Joe is, then somebody will tell you in the comments. Mike Potter 37 joins us. Guten Abend. Guten Abend, mein Herr. Wie geht es? Wir wollen ein Auto mitten auf dem Bierkeller rein. Oh, and people are very kindly thanking the lovely Mark for the gifted memberships. Boaty, yes, says Mark Prasad. I broke a couple of ribs back in 2012. Agony. Took 3 months to heal. Oh my God. Still get a twinge once in a while, even now. Oh my God. 3 months. Oh Lord above. Oh God. Hubner has a new large power station. Yeah, well, he would have, wouldn't he? Barry Humphries, good evening. He would have a new large power station because he's been doing adverts for bloody jackery, and crap adverts they are too. I would do much better. But there we are. Right, time to tell you the news. So you're up to speed. I decided on the replacement for Mimi LeBlanc, a Peugeot 3008, 3008, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to pick up my belongings from Mimi LeBlanc, the 307SW, tomorrow. Letter here. Right. I had a phone call today from the insurance company, or from the engineering department of the insurance company. They collected Mimi LeBlanc from Richmond Motor Services Limited, who picked her up on behalf of Derbyshire Constabulary, and they took her away. So that's why I'm not going to see her tomorrow, and that's why I can't rescue the CDs from the dashboard. I'm hoping that all of my possessions will, other than those, will be there for me to collect, but I don't know. But I will collect whatever's there. So the engineers rang me today and gave me the news. And basically, darlings, this, along with a couple of other emails that I received today, this is the start of Boaty being told to take his trousers and pants down, bend over, and prepare for a proper shafting. Unfortunately, I'm going to get shafted, properly shafted. And I'm not sure that there's a great deal that I can do about it. And I'm going to get shafted in multiple ways and on multiple levels. The first shafting, if you like, is, well, I mean, let's look at all the ways that I've been shafted. I was in a head-on accident, collision. So that's not a nice thing. It's traumatic, it's scary, it's unpleasant, it's literally broken, and I'm in constant, well, relatively constant pain. My life has been incredibly disrupted. That's a shafting. It means that I can't work at the moment. That's another shafting. It meant that I couldn't go tenting with the honourable minister for tenting. That's another shafting. Because I couldn't go tenting, I did a live stream where I made some mistakes, and that's cost me a friendship that was dear to me, and that I had hopes might develop into something else. So, there's already shaftings to be going on with. We know that there's the potential shafting about the liability, the fact that one of the third parties is claiming that I am liable for the accident and all of that. Well, the chickens are starting to come home to roost, and a lot quicker than I was expecting. Now, okay, right, let's do this in some form of order. Okay, so the engineers got in touch. Nettie obviously has been written off, and she's been written off as a Cat B, for those of you who knows what that means. So, that's no surprise. That was obviously going to happen. Some of the rest of it was less expected. So today I found out what I'm going to get paid on Nettie. Nettie? Oh, God forbid, touch wood, on Mimi. Well, let's just say that I'm not going to be buying a Peugeot 3008 or anything else. And this is where the shaftings begin to merge into each other. I'm being shafted on the price, on the value of Mimi. That always happens, doesn't it? And before any of you say you can argue it, I have argued it. So, and it's a multiple shafting on the price. One is the shafting on the value. Standard, you expect it. That's how insurance companies stay in business, darlings. They shaft you. You have no choice. You have to have insurance by law. But that's how they stay in business. But when I take out insurance, I always go for the maximum voluntary excess. There are two excesses, the mandatory and the voluntary. I always go for the maximum voluntary excess because, one, it brings the premium down. Two, I never make an insurance claim because I never have an accident that's my fault. So I always go for the maximum voluntary excess. This has finally come to bite me on the bum. This accident, as you all know, as the police know, and as the people involved know, was not my fault. However, we live in strange and disturbing times. The person whose fault it actually was, their insurance has now been voided. So the claim on Mimi is going through my insurance, not theirs. That means that I have to pay both excesses. So that's the voluntary excess and the mandatory excess. And that is taken off the figure that you're paid out. So factor in the value that they've placed on Mimi, and I've argued it to the full extent that I can. So Don't tell me I can argue it, because I've already done it. That's all been done, trust me. And then there are 2 excesses to come off that. So I will be receiving about £1.74. So there's not going to be money to buy a replacement car. The fact that I've discovered through this that, and the insurance company didn't tell me, but the fact that they've taken my excess off means that the insurance of the guy that's now in prison who hit me is now accepted as being void, means that, well, anyway, the insurance company hasn't spoken to me. Other than the engineers have, but not the people that I've been dealing with. Now, I wrote in swift and total rebuttal to their last email. I told you all about it, saying that I was going to go to action fraud, that I was going to file a police report, that I was going to issue small claims. And I demanded details of the third parties that are claiming that I am liable. I demanded copies of this, that, and the other. The insurance company have ignored it all, and they've just gone ahead. So, and I don't know how much I can do about that. They've just rolled over. So, and we're past midnight now. I'm a bit later telling you this than I planned. So this is where we stand. I'm not going to get any sort of a meaningful payout on Mimi. I am going to be stuffed with liability by this third party, completely out of my hands, completely unjustifiably. And I don't know where I can go with that. I haven't got their details, so I can't issue a court case against them. I would have to sue the insurance company, I think. So my premiums are going to go through the roof. I'm just being shafted every which way but loose, basically. I'm being bent over, my pants are being taken down, and they are all going in dry. Now, the only possible, very slight silver lining to the many clouds are that I can and have processed a claim against the Motor Insurance Bureau for being hit by an uninsured driver. And in theory, I might be able to reclaim my excesses and some out-of-pocket damages. But that is going to take a long time, if it happens at all. So in the short term, we're fucked. I'm afraid to say. And I feel pretty helpless and pretty powerless. But I'm dealing with everything through an insurance company. I'm not dealing with it myself. And if the insurance company just go ahead and do what they want to do, not paying any heed to my instructions or this, that, and the other, then there's not a shitload that I can do about it. I will try, but it ain't going to be easy. And I suspect it will probably prove impossible. Now, Tony B emailed me at length to give me details of the situation he found himself in. 4 other people have emailed me who have been in similar situations. All 5 of them were just shafted. It's not fair, it's not right, but they were shafted. And despite their best efforts, there was nothing they could do about it. And I strongly suspect that I have been shafted and there will be nothing that I can do about it. And that's a bastard. That's adding insult to injury. That's being kicked in the balls when you're already down on the floor. and it's not something that I needed. And it's going to put a hell of a lot more pressure on the situation going forward when, you know, I'm going to be working on a reduced income anyway, and it's just going to make everything more difficult. And it's not fair. It's not fair. But then life isn't fair. So that's it, darlings. It is what it is. That's the situation. I will do everything that I can to mitigate the damage this is going to cause. But ultimately, certainly in the immediate term, the only thing that I can think to do, it comes down now to fight or flight. And the only thing that I can think to do now is, because we've all been shafted throughout our lives, we all have. It happens. It's the way the world works. So the only thing I can think to do now is to fight on two levels. I will fight to do everything I can to mitigate the, frankly, immoral, illegal, and unfair things that have happened as a result of an accident that I didn't cause, didn't invite, and has really asked me up on many levels. But I'm also going to fight in another way. I'm going to fight to say, right, okay, this is what life has handed me today. Tomorrow, I will go out and on my own terms, do what I can to get the head back above water. So yeah, tomorrow it starts. Tomorrow the fight back starts. Life has been particularly shitty to me over the last 2 weeks, and it's going to be shitty for a little while going forward, but I'm going to bloody well fight it. So tomorrow the fight starts. We'll get our bums out. We might be broken. We might have broken bones. We might be in pain. But tomorrow we will go out and damned well start fighting. And that's not going to be fighting on the beaches and all of that, but it is going to be making YouTube videos, cutting costs wherever possible. And it's a fight for survival is what it is, if that's not too... Oh, it's midnight. I've had a glass of wine or two. So that's probably a bit overly dramatic. But life has really kicked my teeth in over the last 2 weeks. Well, the remaining teeth anyway. And what am I going to do about it? Am I going to let it beat me? Or am I going to fight? I'm going to fight. Of course I am. So there you go. That is it, darlings. You are up to speed with the news. I will play a voice note that has pinged in. I'll catch up with the last of the comments, and then we're all going to bugger off to bed.
I'm just going to say, you didn't do nothing wrong. You were quite fine. You spoke your mind. You done what you done, and that was fine. I took it with a pinch of salt. Simple.
You were supposed to.
But I see some people don't do that.
Indeed.
That's a shame, because yes, a friendship could have come between you two, but obviously she didn't have a sense of humor like us community do. Dark.
Yeah.
Humor. You twat.
Some truth in that. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Jen. Helen says, that's the spirit, Jace. Night. Good night, Helen. Something else pinged in. Oh, Angie.
Boaty, do you know much about LPG?
A bit.
So Tiffany, she has this conversion thing, apparently.
Uh-huh.
I don't know much about it, where you can use either diesel or LPG.
Uh-huh.
And I've never used the LPG thing. I've never filled her up with LPG, but apparently someone told me that it's more economical, but I was nervous to try it, so I've just used diesel so far. What's your thoughts, please?
Okay. LPG, liquid petroleum gas. It's an alternative form of fueling. It's not as popular now as it used to be, and it's not as available now as it used to be, but it is still available. Now, your vehicle, if it's been properly converted, will run as happily on LPG as it would on diesel. No problem at all. It will not run more economically on LPG than it will on diesel. However, LPG, I'm out of touch with the prices, but LPG used to be half the price of diesel, if not less. So it would massively reduce your running costs. So, and if you've got dual fuel, which it sounds like Tiffany has, so diesel and LPG, that's a really good option. So if your LPG system is correctly fitted and still up and running, and you have access to LPG anywhere near where you live or where you travel, then it would massively reduce your running costs. And if it's there, you might as well use it, because it makes things a lot more. It makes running the vehicle a lot cheaper. Not because the vehicle becomes more economical, simply because the fuel for the vehicle is a lot cheaper. So it's the same net result. Now, since the advent of EVs, LPG has become somewhat less popular, but it's still relatively readily available. So if you do a Google search, an internet search for LPG suppliers anywhere near you, you should find one. And yeah, just go fill your LPG tank up and use LPG when you can. And if you haven't got access to LPG, you can always go back to using good old diesel. I once made quite a great deal of money. My car dealership was less than 12 miles away from where Range Rovers were made. And I was able to make money by buying brand new Range Rovers from Gibraltar, not just 12 miles away where they were made. Bought them from Gibraltar, had them shipped in, put an LPG kit on them, and I was able to sell them LPG'd up, so they were doing the equivalent of 45 mpg for quite considerably less than the list price for a standard Range Rover in the UK, and still take a good profit margin on each and every one. Go figure. And you wonder why the British car industry failed. Oops, press the button.
Just gonna say that wasn't me who messaged before the Shania or Angie. So don't say, thanks, Jen. That was not me. I don't know who that was. Have not got a clue.
It was you.
And I'm wasted, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Happy days for me.
We all think so too. But yeah, happy days for you. Where do you sleep in, Molly? Do you sleep in the overcab bed? The joys of clambering into the overcab bed or pottering pit when you've had a skinful. Happy days. I can't wait to do that again. Right, let's catch up with the comments and bugger off, shall we? Where are we? Oh, God, how far back have I got to go? Right, I'm going to have to ignore all of these. But I will read them. I just might not read them out. Ah, yes, Hubner has a new large power station. That's where we got to. Okay, right. What colour bin is little Joe laid to rest in? No reason, just curious. The black bin in a black bag. Oh, bugger, Boaty's going to get a buggering, says Andrew. I sure am. The crash cost us Melanie, says Peter P. I did make that point to her last night, and I said it was a real shame. And she agreed. She said it was. Boaty, you need to push on the power station, e.g. Jackery or Boaty sponsorship. I've tried. Nothing back. Evening, Boaty, says Pete Yedo. Life really can be shite. You're a good bloke. Yes. Is Melanie on Facebook? Maybe we can ask her to come back. No, she's not. Yeah, I said Nettie by mistake. How the F are you responsible for the collision? Obviously, I'm not, but they can't claim against the guy who was responsible. So they're claiming against me rather than using their own insurance. And because the whole system is corrupt and fucked up, I'm having to swallow it. Yeah, I can't understand why I'm getting the red hot poker either, except that it's the easiest route for them. Did you have protecting no claims? No, because I'm never ever going to make a claim because I don't have accidents that are my own fault. Never had a claim before and they treat him like that. Yeah. Boaty being super shafted. Yeah. If you've got an old car, you won't get anything. Correct. Yeah, agreed value. You can only get that on a classic policy, Nigel. I've got agreed value on my classic vehicles, but I haven't got agreed value on the modern ones. Those old C's in the Beetle are a disgrace. I completely agree. They're absolute. Oh, don't get me started. Was the Beetle behind or in front? It was in front. The Beetle driver said it's Boaty's fault, says Skick. Yes. Ah, well said, Peter P. The FSM will sort the Beetle bastards out. Yeah. We've got the FSM on our side.
Yes, I clamber up to the pottering pit.
Good for you.
So call it. But yeah, so it's fine. I can do it. I've got ladders.
Well,
I've got legs.
Well, yeah.
And I've got arms.
Well,
so we're all good.
Of course we are.
Happy days.
Indeed.
You twat.
Absolutely. I've got a ladder, but I don't use it. I get up there under my own steam. I can't wait to get back into the pottering pit. Just trying to understand, says Skick, what gain does the Beetle driver have to lie? Perfectly simple. They can claim off my insurance rather than going through their own. So they don't lose their no claims and they don't have to pay their excess. Perfectly simple. Oh, I should have claimed off them. You're correct, Bad Books. The punto hit the beetle before it went headlong into me. So, yeah, I was never within 300 yards of the beetle. But there you go. It is a fucking disgrace, Jim Bob 71. But again, there you go. Sorry, just whizzing through here. There we are. Okay, darlings, it is, I mean, it's 20 past midnight. We've been going forever. So, right, that's it for tonight. Thank you, each and every one of you, for your company tonight. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. Sending community love to Jen, having their first night of her break in Molly the motorhome in the Highlands of Scotland. Good luck in clambering up the ladder to the old pottering pit over the cab. Just sending much love out to each and every one of you. Thank you for being there yet again tonight as I get shafted left, right, and centre. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. What can you do? What can you do? Have some supper, go to bed. The fight back starts tomorrow. Oh, yes. Right then, darlings, thank you for all of the voice notes. A massive thank you to Mark Prasad for the gifted memberships. Welcome back again to the 5 returning channel members. And let me just wish you all a safe and peaceful night and a decent day tomorrow. May it bring you joy, may it bring you pleasure, may it at the very least be manageable, and may you not be shafted. There we are. There we are. Thank you, matron, for your moderation duties tonight, and I hope you have a lovely night in your Premier Inn, wherever you are. And all of you, join me again. Join the community again for another 2 hours of community fun tomorrow night, starting at 10 o'clock. You would be slightly mad to miss it, or possibly sane. I mean, the jury's out on that one. Sean's boxing, bloody hell, triple pounding. The cushion says good night, as do the hedgehogs. Right then, darlings, the candle, I'll let it burn out, but the candle will be relit tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. Hopefully I will see you all then. Thank you all again. Much love. And on that note, pachoo, and indeed, a bent over and shafted, bosh.